Welcome back to English Pod. With the holiday season in full swing, many of us are facing the annual challenge of Christmas shopping. Catherine, why does gift shopping seem to cause so much stress for people, especially when it comes to finding the right present for loved ones?
It's a great question, Marco. The pressure comes from wanting to show thoughtfulness and affection through gifts, but we often lack clear ideas about what someone truly wants. A 2022 survey by the National Retail Federation found that 65% of shoppers worry about buying the wrong gift, leading to last-minute mall trips and anxiety.
That anxiety was clear in the dialogue. Remember the panic about not having a present for Mom? I think many listeners can relate to that. What are some common mistakes people make when selecting gifts, and how can we avoid them?
A major mistake is guessing someone's size or style, especially with clothes or jewelry. This can result in awkward situations, like buying a ring that's 2 sizes too big or shoes that are far too small. To avoid this, it's better to observe the recipient's preferences or even ask for subtle hints. Alternatively, experiential or flexible gifts can remove the guesswork.
That makes sense. I've also noticed that some people feel guilty or tacky if they give generic presents. Is there a way to balance practicality and personal touch in gift giving?
Absolutely. While practical gifts like gift certificates are popular, adding a handwritten card or tailoring the certificate to a recipient's interest shows effort and care. The key is demonstrating that you've thought about what would make them happy, even if you choose a flexible option like a gift card.
Let's shift gears and break down some of the colloquial English used in these holiday shopping situations. One phrase that stood out was, "take it easy." Catherine, can you explain the different contexts where this phrase is used?
Take it easy is a versatile phrase in English. It can be used to calm someone, as in, relax, don't worry, but it's also a casual way to say goodbye, similar to, see you later. For example, after a stressful conversation, you might say, take it easy, to encourage someone to remain calm.
Another interesting expression was, I suck at getting presents. While this is common in everyday speech, is it appropriate in all contexts?
Not quite. Suck at is informal and considered slightly impolite, so it's best reserved for casual conversations with friends. It simply means, I'm very bad at something. For formal writing or professional settings, it's better to say, I'm not very good at choosing gifts.
The word tacky also came up, describing gifts or actions that are in poor taste. Can you provide examples and clarify the nuance?
Certainly. Tacky refers to something considered cheap, gaudy, or lacking style, but it's subjective. For instance, giving a gift with the price tag still attached is often seen as tacky. Similarly, overly glittery decorations or loud clothing can be called tacky, but personal taste varies widely.
Moving on. The dialogue included phrases like, 2 sizes too big, and 5 sizes too small. How do these constructions work in English? And are they used only for clothing?
The structure X sizes too big, small is used to specify how much an item differs from the correct size. For example, if your usual shoe size is 7 and you get a size 9, it's 2 sizes too big. This construction is precise and common in shopping scenarios, but it can also be used metaphorically, like, this task is a few levels too advanced for me.
That's helpful. Are there other constructions in English that work similarly to express degree or difference?
Yes, English often uses X times bigger, a bit too tight, or way too expensive to express degrees of difference. These help add nuance and specificity. For instance, saying 10 sizes too big exaggerates for humor or emphasis, much like saying a million times better.
So these expressions aren't just for shopping, but can help learners describe all sorts of differences more precisely, right?
Exactly. Mastering these structures helps learners sound more natural and descriptive in English. Whether talking about clothing, food portions, or even abstract ideas, these patterns are incredibly useful.
As the holidays wind down, many turn their attention to New Year's resolutions. What exactly is a New Year's resolution, and why do people make them?
A New Year's resolution is a promise to oneself to start or stop a habit at the beginning of the year. It's seen as a fresh start with the hope that the new year brings new opportunities. Popular resolutions include exercising, spending more time with family, or learning a new skill. According to Forbes, about 45% of Americans set at least one resolution each year.
However, it seems many people struggle to stick to these goals. The dialogue mentioned that by February, most resolutions are forgotten. Why does this happen? And are there any strategies to improve success?
That's true. Studies show only 8% actually achieve their resolutions. The main reasons are setting vague goals or lacking a plan. To increase chances of success, experts recommend making specific, measurable goals, like run 3 times a week and tracking progress. Social support also plays a crucial role, having a friend join you at the gym, for example.
The phrases stick to your resolution and gathering dust were also used. Could you explain these idioms and their relevance to resolutions?
Certainly. Stick to means to persist or not give up, like keeping a promise. If your gym bag is gathering dust, it means you're not using it. Your resolution is being neglected. These idioms highlight the challenge of maintaining motivation over time.
Let's finish by discussing some practical vocabulary from everyday errands, like going to the dry cleaners. What does it mean to dry clean clothes, and why is it necessary?
Dry cleaning uses special solvents instead of water to clean delicate fabrics or stubborn stains. Items like suits, dresses, and coats often require dry cleaning because water might damage them. In the dialogue, the urgency was clear. Getting a stained dress cleaned before a wedding was a real emergency.
Other useful words were stain, spill, iron, and starch. Could you walk us through their meanings and typical usage?
Of course. A stain is a mark that's hard to remove, caused by a spill, which is when a liquid accidentally lands on something. To iron means to smooth out wrinkles in fabric using a hot device, while starch refers to a chemical that makes fabric stiff, often used on shirt collars to keep them crisp.
The dialogue also featured everyday phrases like ASAP and thank God. How are these commonly used in speech?
ASAP stands for as soon as possible and is used to request urgent action, both in professional and casual contexts. Thank God expresses relief or gratitude, but it's become a general exclamation rather than a religious phrase. Both are extremely common in daily English, especially when dealing with time-sensitive situations.